All right, guys, good morning. What's going on? Aaron here, touching base, following up after a ridiculous fucking workout. My legs are toast right now. I just did leg workout, essentially from Renaissance Periodization, Dr. Mike Griswold. If you don't follow him, I suggest you do so. That's where I'm learning all my shit from. Whoa, let me tell you. I work pretty hard. At least I consider myself to. Very rarely have I pushed myself to the point where I feel like I'm gonna puke. And today was that day. I'll get a short video uploaded later regarding that, but it was intense. So I started with hamstring curls. I love the machine at this gym, so I went to a different gym that I normally do, owned by the same company. We've got 3 locations. I say we because I'm one of the trainers at the Hard Knocks location, the one that I normally film at. Today I went to the Dynafit Harrison location. Great little gym. It's got pretty much everything you need. Great for beginners and intermediates alike. You get into more, advanced stuff, then you want Hard Knocks for sure. It's a little more rugged. The thing that I really liked about the Harrison location is their hamstring curl machine. It is a cable machine. It has multi pivot points, adjustable points for your legs. You are able to fucking lock your legs right into the machine, so you are focusing squarely on your hamstrings. It was fucking great. One of the best hamstring machines I've ever used. And it's just a light fitness. It's not even a crazy one, but it was good enough. Again, being able to adjust everything. I was able to adjust the foot point so that I had full stretch on my hamstrings before I even started. And then push down that lap bar on your quads just above the knees, as tight as you can possibly get it, to the point of pain. And then you are using nothing but your hamstring. Never using the machine before. I started with 50 pounds. I did 20 reps, which is good because that's the warm up anyway, right? So I'm warming up light at Hard Knocks. It's a plate loaded machine, quite a bit different. So I started with 45 normally. So I started with 55, jumped up to 70 pounds, did 15 reps, and you know what? I'm feeling good. Okay. Turned it up a notch to 130 pounds, so I almost doubled the weight, and did 3 sets at 15 mile rep match. So the first set was straight 15. I almost had to do myo. I'm pretty sure I had about 3 to 4 RIRs, reps in reserve. Took a break, went back to it, and did mile rep match for the next 2 sets, and just felt fucking phenomenal after that. The next thing I did was 15 body weight squats. I say body weight, but I'm actually using a 10-pound plate and holding that out in front of me. That is just to help me with my balance, no real other reason. I always find it easier when I've got something to hold on to. That's just how it is for me. Pardon me. It felt awesome. So I did 15 of those, loaded up the leg press machine, Powerlift I think it was, can't remember exactly the name brand. We've got a similar one at Hard Knocks. I actually like this one better, believe it or not. The only thing I like better about the other one is the foot plate is a little wider, but I don't need it wide because I'm doing a neutral stance. Toes pivoted out, because that is my natural stance. So I try and do everything with a natural stance so I don't injure my knee. And so I started with 180 pounds, did 15 reps, 15, 10, I don't know, either way, that was my warm-up. I think I did 10 warm-up, lots of reps in reserve because I normally do like 20. So it was good, it was just a warm-up. And then I did 10 more squats. Then loaded up with 2 more plates, so went up to 270, did 10, again, considered that a warm-up, 10 more squats. And when I say these squats, I mean slow eccentric, pausing at the bottom, and then pushing up with a great deal of force and coming right back down slow. So not hanging around too long up top to rest. It is, it's that constant time under tension. It is really pushing your legs to failure. Then I got to the working sets. I did 3 working sets, 360 pounds. May not seem a lot. Trust me, you do it the way that I was doing it, it's fucking a lot. First set was mile rep. So I took a break at 8 and was able to push out 2 more. Again, when I talk about doing these, it is a slow eccentric movement, slow on the way down, and my knees are coming to my fucking armpits, so I'm going deep while not rounding your back. So I'm keeping my ass on the fucking chair because you don't want it to come on. Like it's hard to explain. Don't round your back. There we go. That's not hard to explain. Don't round your fucking back. And then drive with your heels and push it up. So the challenging thing for me is I've got poor dorsiflexion, so I'm working on that still. So I'm going to look into actually getting weightlifting shoes, so it has that bit of that heel, and that's going to help me out. Right now I'm using Project Rock shoes. They're good training shoes. They were just expensive. They look cool. Whatever. I'm at that point, I don't give a fuck. When I started the gym, I was like, I gotta get all this workout equipment and look cool. Fuck that. Wear what the fuck makes you comfy. I'm gonna do another video on that. Anyway, finish that set, 10 more fucking bodyweight squats. So in total I did 6 bodyweight squats because I did 3 sets at 360. The last 2 were mile rep match. I'm a big fan of that because you're essentially pushing to failure. Pretty damn close to it. I might and I try to keep 1 or 2 left in the tank for 1 or 2 RIR. Doesn't always work. It depends how I'm feeling. Today I didn't feel like going to the gym at all, and then I got in there and I started fucking going, and it felt fantastic. So yeah, that felt great. Again, ended with those same bodyweight squats. And if my quads weren't torched enough, I went and I did squats, high bar squats. Last time I did them, I was using a safety bar. I've got a bad shoulder, so I'm trying to be careful with it. They didn't have that bar there. They just had just a straight up like a limpet bar, which was fine. The thing I couldn't tell if it was 35 or 45. Either way, I did 2 sets with 90 pounds on, a plate on each side, because again, I don't know if it was actually a 35 or a 45. Again, it's more of a beginner gym. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 35. But at the same time, I've been working my legs a lot more, so I know I'm getting stronger. When I first started doing squats, and I hated them, I'm starting to really like them now. It was really difficult for me even to do 135. I think the first time I tried, I'm like, I can do 225. I think I did like 1 rep and I was like, what the fuck was that? And I didn't have technique. Now I've worked on my technique, and getting low and pausing at the bottom. So getting that big fucking stretch. My ass is like this far from the fucking ground. Like I'm right down. My hips, I have to stand a little wider for it to get all the way down because just the width of my hips. I'm a little wider there, and I'm pretty sure that the joint is a little deeper, so I have to have a wider stance when I squat. That goes for when I do a yogi squat as well, just in yoga, or if I'm even just teaching, a class and doing like goblet squats and stuff like that. Goblet squats, I can go a little closer, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pass somebody here because I can. Okay, so I only did 2 sets at either 125 or 135. Again, don't know what the weight of the bar was. I'm gonna reach out to the owner and be like, hey, the bar in the squat rack, how heavy is that bitch? And go from there. But it burned. So 100% mile reps. I was able to do both times. I think I did 6 reps straight. That's with the pause at the bottom. No real lockout at the top. So close to it, but I keep what I call soft knees. And then continued, pump out 2 more, rest, 2 more, rest, and then that was it. And I did 2 sets of that, and I was fucking torched. So 3 exercises destroyed my legs. The pump I feel right now is phenomenal. I tried to do some posing after and flex. I couldn't even, they were just flexed. I couldn't even, I'm like, I don't even want to do this. I can't even fucking stand. It didn't help that I actually went and I did half hour on the treadmill afterwards as well, which was fucking the most brutal treadmill workout I've done. And it was literally just steady state. 9.5 degree incline at 3 miles an hour. And because it didn't switch to kilometers, so I don't even know what that was. Probably like 5.2 or something kilometers an hour. I don't know, I can't do that fucking math right now. But it was hard. My legs were burning, they were on fire. I threw on, again, some RP training and watched Dr. Mike destroy a couple people. I always love seeing that, oh yeah, we could do this workout, and that's why I really, I follow it, and I've been trying to emulate a lot of these workouts because they fucking work. And you see these people that are easily humbled by it, and that's why I don't need to use heavy weight. When I started in the gym a year ago at the Hard Knocks location, I really started focusing on my leg press. On the one machine, I was doing 500 pounds. Was it a true 500? You know what? It was, but my technique was shitty. I was bouncing the weight, so I was getting some recoil off it, and it wasn't right. Then I switched over and started using the, the incline leg press. However, where you're fucking in that machine that, like, the Mayans have that picture of the alien that's, like, gonna blast off. That's how it feels being in that thing. But, yeah, and really, I've dropped a lot of my weight so that I can work on technique and really feel that burn. I'm shooting for anywhere between 10 to 20 reps pretty much every single time. At 360, getting 10 reps for 3 sets, I'm happy with that. That's a fucking start. Now I keep going from there. So, super great workout today. Very, very pleased with it. I am 15 weeks out from my first show. I will be signing up for the transformation portion of it, and depending on how my cut goes, I will be signing up for novice as well. I got a long way to go, guys. So that's why, why don't you just sign up and do it? I'm feeling confident. We'll see. I can sign up the day before for any one of the other categories. I need to sign up for the show 2 months prior to that, and then I can figure the rest out from there. So again, pretty happy with the way things went today. Tomorrow is going to be an active recovery. I'm teaching kettlebells, so it's not going to be too much active recovery. It will be a little bit. It depends how much I decide to push myself. It's a 40-minute class. And last week I focused on legs. The beautiful part about kettlebell is you can switch shit up. So I will be focusing on shoulders and core tomorrow. So that'll be good. I haven't been working my core as much as I would like to. And by core, I mean abs. We work our core all the time. I'm still looking to do some ab work. I've been pressed for time as of late, so I'm trying to prioritize the things that I need to prioritize. I can still see my abs through, the little bit of fat that I have right now. So I know once I get into that cut, I'm gonna be, they're gonna be there. But your abs are just like any muscle, and they will grow with hypertrophy if you do it. You don't need to do 1,000 fucking crunches. I see people doing this all the time. Oh, how do you have your six-pack? I do 1,000 crunches. Yeah, that's not how you get a six-pack. It's not. It's fucking how you eat. That's it. That's 90% of it. And then you have abs. They're always there. And if you do 1,000 crunches, guess what? You've just trained them for endurance. That's it. Not for size. Are you gonna have a strong as fuck core? Yeah, probably. Are you gonna have big protruding abs that, you know, are appealing and you can like flex out and be crazy? No, not necessarily. You know, you'll have that little bit of the washboard, but you know, good for you. You know, I'm gonna be pushing specifically for hypertrophy on it. So I'm gonna be using resistance, most likely from a cable machine, and doing I don't even know what the fuck I would call it. Like, can't remember what they're called. But you know, hold it behind your neck and squeeze down. Crunch, cable crunches. Hey, there we go. Call them cable crunches. And using like 140 pounds. And really, again, trying to control that eccentric movement up. It's that stretch that builds the muscle, guys. Okay, well, that's what I have for you today. I look forward to getting some more content out there and actually filming some workouts. I've very slowly started doing that. Again, I wanted to make sure my technique was good before I really started doing that and showing you guys anything. It's one thing for me to sit here and talk about it as a trainer, but unless I'm cueing you or you see the good, proper technique, you can hurt yourself. And I don't want you guys to hurt yourselves. All right, you guys know the drill. Own your lives. Get after it. Cheers.